Hello, Namaste. It's me, Mohan Prasad Gautam, your English teacher. Very first, I would like to welcome you all in this virtual class conducted and affiliated by NPABSAN Kaski under the part of the distance education. Right? Okay, my dear student, today I'm going to teach class 5 student. Right? You all are class 5 students, just you are watching me here now. So class 5, in my previous classes I have taught you the topic from grammar, right? Basically I have taught you tense and their aspect, and even just other beginning classes I have taught you types of the sentences and other few grammatical items I have taught you. So this time, now here I'm gonna teach you the lesson from your Paragon English book, right? Paragon English Reader book. So my dear student, how lucky you are. You are getting platform to read the lesson by sitting in your own home, in your own study room, right? So you are very lucky. Yes? Okay. So my dear student, so let's have a look. Today's topic, Unit 1, the Enchanted Pool, right? The Enchanted Pool is today's topic. But before starting the reading comprehension, okay, I must tell you something. How to prepare, how to study this English book, right? Okay. As you are very familiar in a writing system, as you are very familiar with examination pattern, so just here I am going to only remind you how you have to prepare for the examination from this English book, or even you can just say that from Paragon English, right? So those, if you are from the Kaski district, obviously, okay, you are having this book in NPABSAN Kaski. Okay, then if you are outside of this Kaski district, obviously this will be helpful, okay, regarding the finding answer, searching answer from the given text, right? Okay, my dear student, today let me tell you something before starting this Enchanted Pool, right? Okay, so you have to, in exam, right, in your exam, there will be 40 marks question, right? You will be asked 40 marks, right, from reading comprehension in the exam. Okay, altogether there will be 4 passages or 4 texts, right? There will be 4 texts. Out of these 4 texts, 2 will be scene. Scene refers to the text from your English book, from your Paragon English Reader book, right? And 2 will be unseen text, right? Unseen text refers to what? The text which are outside of the textbook, right? From notice, advertisement, letter, and even you might be given charts, diagram, even sometimes dialogue might be given to you. On the basis of that, even some story, novel given to you. On the basis of that, you have to solve the test item. Here I mean the question set, okay, will be given to you when you finish reading the given text in the examination, or even in your normal day-to-day exercise doing time, right? Okay, so 2 syntax, okay, 2 syntax are asked to you, and 1 text carries 10 marks, another 10 is this text carries 10 marks. So altogether you will have here 20 marks, right? So you will have 20 marks from scene passage from your Paragon reading book, or if you are a student from Kaski district, outside of Kaski district, okay, you might have some implied book, some applied book in your class. So from this book, 20% question, 20 marks question will be asked, and then from unseen there will be also here what? How many? 2 texts, 1 text carries how much marks? Or also 10 marks. Okay? 10. So overall from reading section, okay, your marks will be 40 marks will be asked, okay, in your examination. Get it? Okay, my dear student, okay, so very first in this way you have to find out its coverage, okay, so that you have to give focus on your study, okay. And another thing, my dear student, to prepare for that, you are not supposed to write or to memorize the exact answer given by your teacher, but the answer given by your teacher will be guideline for you, will be the sample answer and guideline for you. For that you will be learning how the answer must be written, okay, how the answer must be written. You can find it out, okay, from the entire book, from our entire class. As English subject is skill-based subject rather than the content-based. Okay, you have to play with the word, you have to play with the sentences, you have to play with the structure and phrases. Okay, you have to read the text, you have to find out the answer, you have to deduce the answer, you have to guess the answer. Then you have to write down, you have to find out the location of the answer in the given text. Then you will be writing answer, right? So that, my dear student, so memorization is discouraged here, okay? In this subject, you have to understand. Basically, you have to be able to find out what you have to do? You have to find out the answer, you have to scan and skim the text, right? So I should tell you here, you must have a skill to find the answer. You must have the skill of scanning. You should scan, okay? You should scan the text. Scan the text, and sometimes you should skim the text. So you must have that. You must have that skill, soft skill of reading. What do we call? They are called soft skill of reading. One is scan, another is skim, right? Scanning and skimming. So when you see the questions, so very first you have to see the question paper, or even your exercise in your book, right? You have to see the question like this. Okay, so here I have here this book, English book of class 5, right? So in this book here, I have this lesson here, the Enchanted pool, right? So here, so very first you have to see the questions, test item given or exercise given just below of the given story, given text, right? So that you will have much more idea, right? You will have much more idea, and almost 30% of about the text you will find it out. And because of that, when you scan and skim the text, at the time you will have very easy. You got it? Okay, my dear student, so as I just recently told you that you have to go through the questions before you read the text, right? For your easiness, it's the best technique. Very first, if you read the textbook, if you read the lesson, at the time you don't get the answer very fast. There will be a problem to find the answer. If it is reading for pleasure, don't do that. There might be given. There are some reading for pleasure lesson also, fun being also given. In that time, you have to read the text first, right? For the purpose of what? Reading for fun or reading for pleasure. But reading for comprehension, right? Reading for comprehension text, please go through the questions before you start reading the given text. You got it? Why? I told you before. when you read the questions give you the idea about the text, regarding the theme, regarding on what the text is written. Are you getting? Okay, my dear student, so you must have both technique. Okay, so scanning technique should be used if you have to pick up the specific word, if you have to pick up the specific date, if you have to pick up the specific name of the character, let's say the person, or even name of the place, date, time, etc. So you have to scan the text. You read fast, you ignore other part. Only you focus your eyes. Okay, what information do you need, right? So you focus. And for skimming the text, you just read very fast to gather overall meaning, to acquire the overall meaning of the given text. Got it? So that the first one is for a specific word, specific date, specific place, specific character, specific object and tools, right? The second one is required. The skimming skill is required to you for what? For finding general meaning. For finding what? Your general meaning, and sometimes you have to deduce the meaning from the difficult word. So sometimes you will find the difficult word when you read. For example, here the Enchanted Pool also, this is very long narrative story. This is an extract from let's say epic, very popular, famous epic called Mahabharata. Okay, we have to say here what? Mahabharata. From the year it has been extracted, right? So obviously, so you will be facing many difficult words. Okay, you are now there having many difficult words. Okay, throughout the lesson. So in the exam, now in the classroom time, it's okay. You can have the glossary section. From there you can read. You can read the vocabulary, you can prepare, you can use dictionary here. But in the exam, you are not allowed to use your dictionary in the examination time. So what you have to do? Okay, so in the examination time, when you see the difficult word, don't be busy with that. Don't hang on the difficult word. Let it be. But read out the entire paragraph, read out the entire sentence. From the year you have to deduce, you have to make the guess of the meaning, right? And on the basis of the context. Okay, so most of the words are given in the text. Okay, so sometimes they might be difficult, and the meaning, okay, the implied meaning must be there. I mean, the contextual meaning can be used, right? So that you have to use such skill in the examination time as well as while doing your exercise also, right? Okay, my dear student, so now we have to start today's lesson. Okay, so my dear student, already I told you that you are very luckiest one, because you are just having opportunity to read even from your own home, right? On the lap of your, the mother's lap of your parents, your own home. How lovely you are, how lucky you are, right? Okay, now let's have a look. Very first, you must know the characters. Okay, you must know the characters of the who. Okay, who are the characters? Those people who play the role of different character. Obviously, what? They are the human character sometimes animal character, sometimes even non-living thing also represent the character of living beings, right? So that the character, if you know the character, if you know the character, then you will be very clear. You will be very clear for what? For the context, for the setting of the story. This enchanted story, this is in the enchanted pool, right? This is an extract from very famous epic called Mahabharata. Very big narrated, narrated type of the okay, story has been put there. So this is a small part of such epic, right? Mahabharata. Okay, so character, major character. We must know the relationship between all the character before we begin. So, can you read it out? What is written here? Let's have a look. The Pandavas, Pandavas, the plural form. 5 people that are together altogether. So it becomes what? Pandavas. Okay, so number 1, here we have. Who is here? Okay, number 1. What do you see here? Read it out, please. Can you read it out? Who is he? What is written here? Number 1. My dear student, are you familiar with this character or not? Yudhishthir? Yudhishthir or Yudhishthira? What do you say? Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira. Right? Generally we have to pronounce this what? Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira. In Nepal we say what? Yudhishthir. Yudhishthir, right? Yudhishthir in Nepali. And in English, when you have to pronounce Yudhishthira, you have to say Yudhishthira, the major character in this story. Next one, Bhima. In Nepali, generally we say Bhim, but in this epic, okay, what do we have to say in English? Bhima. And the next one is what here? Arjuna. Arjuna. Okay, in Sanskrit language. Okay. Okay, so Arjuna. And next one, Nakula. Nakul becomes here what? Nakula. Okay. So you can see there. And next one, number 5, Sahadeva. Right? So you should pronounce them perfectly very fast, my dear student. Sahadeva. Okay. Yudhishthira. First one what? Yudhishthira. Right? Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and the last one is what? Sahadeva. Yeah? Sahadeva. So these 5 are the characters under what? Pandavas. Okay? Under Pancha Pandavas. Okay? We can say that 5 characters. They are the major character. Okay? Major character. Even one is just, you can find it in the lesson. Okay? Aksha. Okay? One is what? Aksha. Number 6, we can write it what? Aksha. Y-A-K-S-S-O-K. S-S-A. Aksha. This is another character. Another character is what? Aksha. Right? So Aksha is, okay, had taken the form of what? Had taken the form of, Aksha, this is the not real form. The real form is what? Emma. Okay, Emma Raj. You might have known already. Emma Raj. Emma. Okay, the Lord of what? Death. The Lord of Death. Called here in this form of Aksha. Okay, Lord of Death appeared. Okay, so these 6 are the characters that you find throughout this story, right? So please be familiar with the character very fast. Okay, and even you can see here on this screen, images of Pancha Pandavas. Right? Images of Pancha Pandavas. Like here, Pancha refers to 5. Okay, now you can see their images. Okay, what do you find here? Number first is who? Who is number first? Can you identify what you said before? Yudhishthira. Okay, number 1 is what? Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira number 1. Number 2 is what? Who is number 2? Can you identify? Yeah, number 2 is Bhima. Okay, Bhima, right? Then number 3, identify the image. Arjun, Arjuna. Arjun becomes what? Arjuna here. Arjuna. And the 4th one, okay. Who is the 4th one? Nakula. Okay, Nakula. Okay. Then the last but not least, you can see even here on the screen also. Okay, who is he? Sahadeva. Okay. So these 5 characters having in this story. Okay. Now you are just observing them here on the screen. Okay. So my dear student, be very familiar with them first. You must be able to know them first, and out of these all the major characters, the most prominent, the most important, or even you can say the most active one. Okay, who is the active one here? Okay, Yudhishthira. Okay, Yudhishthira is the most active character in this lesson. Okay, my dear student, today I have just taught you today the reading comprehension technique very first, and even I have told you how to prepare for examination, especially on the reading comprehension type of question, right? And even I have introduced you such type of major characters found under Pandavas, Pancha Pandava, and even I have shown you here, okay, their images, and even the most prominent or the most active one character, okay, in this story. So student, I hope you have understood the lesson up to here. So this is just beginning or background of the lesson. In my next class, my dear student, I will be teaching you the Enchanted pool, right? Reading comprehension with the difficult word and their answer or and the meaning, right? Okay, my dear student, today the time is here running out, so I have to wrap up today's class, right? Enjoy your time and have a perfect day ahead. Namaste.